what's up everybody? Welcome back to another NIKKE reaction. Today we have Unbreakable Sphere. I swore I had listened to this song, but apparently there's another one from NIKKE called Unbreakable. No sphere. So that's that problem solved. Light Station wanted me to get to this one, so after checking all that and making sure I wasn't going crazy, I'm going to be listening to this one and see what it has in store for me. Apparently this is a 2.5 anniversary song, so I don't know what that's gonna do for it or me, but as is the case always on this channel, I won't know if I don't listen, so without further ado, let's go!
The currents sweep, flowing through open hands, waves embrace, hearts retrace, though time stands.
Okay, that was just very right out the gate. Kind of caught me off guard. Ooh, painterly animation, let's go. Liking the beat to it. All the places, faded places where we once stood. Calling your name out through the drift and ties and blinding hope. Ooh, God. Sorry, there are things in this song that are grabbing my attention. Mainly the piano. It's moving around a lot. Right there. Well panned too, it's like right off to the side. When they mixed this, they did a really good job at carving out a little niche for the piano to be very present.
Shining at the sky, play forward, gleamers breaking through. Reaching out the tides are turning, pulling me to you. Rising together out.
I love that little like beat skip there too. That's a little bit of oomph when it changes over. Waves calling me by my name, and the hill was down, and we're together. God, the little arpeggios on the piano part, those are great, and the chord usage.
Guiding us, I spare, so still.
It's so present. They had to lie to you a little bit there. They fake you out a little. Just a little. It's just so fucking catchy. Really solid backbeat. That piano again, I cannot stop mentioning that. That's probably what most of my analysis is going to be about. It's just, it's keeping things kinetic like crazy. Like I was listening to the lyrics, but it was not hitting me quite as hard as that piano part was. That was fan-fucking-tastic. All right, so I did my nerdy shit with the music theory of this song and the feeling of it, and I figured some stuff out, some things I had in mind that might be going on, and I'm glad that I double-checked before talking about them because I was right, but also it is just so cool, and I'll be able to actually play them to explain better so you can hear it. But effectively, what's cool about this is a lot. I was going off about the piano part being really cool, and that's not the only part that's cool. the cool part about it is the relationship with the strings and how they're kind of bouncing back and forth in a lot of ways. Like the piano itself does not really stop moving unless the whole song stops moving and has to move to a different section. So like other than that, the piano is going. And if the piano isn't doing something a little bit more athletic and kind of moving around a little bit more, then it trades off with the strings that are doing that for it. And it's this really cool combination of getting all these beautiful, like some of them very dissonant chords in here, blending perfectly together. This is in F sharp minor, so that allows for a lot of flexibility in the song. It's a very open set of chords, and all that really means is that it works really well with its relative key, which in this case is A major. And when you're going from an F sharp minor to a major and having that specific relationship, you're allowed to make a song with multiple chunks of these chords from both of those, and they blend really well together, but allow the song to have so much more emotional breadth. Like, it's pretty difficult to make a song in this key, in my opinion. It's not something that you hear too terribly often, albeit in the broad scope of music, you see it everywhere. But the point is, you don't see it everywhere because it can be difficult to work with, and you don't get a lot of people wanting to go that far and try that hard. And they did it here. They put in a lot of effort, put in a bunch of work to make these transitionals work, and it's just so good. When I say transitionals, I basically just mean the chords that are shared between F sharp minor and A major. So there are chords that obviously the two of them share their relative keys, so you're able to work with that and kind of use other sustained notes or chords to be able to borrow a little bit of flavor from that other key to then move into a chord from that key, and then you can move back. I've talked about this quite a few times. It's pretty standard in music theory, and it's one of the things that they abuse the hell out of in this song and why it sounds so powerful. The F sharp minor key is already pretty powerful. It has a lot of emotional range and you could do a lot in it, but A major allows it to be bright and uplifting compared to the average sharp minor or minor scale, which would usually make you feel a little bit sadder and has a little bit more of that melancholic edge to it, and that's very much the case here. But allowing yourself here to be able to borrow from those major chords and get those whole notes in there, it just sounds so much more broad and inviting, so you're not feeling like depressed all the way through, you're feeling something a little bit more. It's more complex, you know, like feelings aren't black and white, there's a lot of gray in there, and a song like this is what encapsulates that feeling so perfectly. Another thing, getting a little bit more nerdy about this one, that arpeggiating stuff I was talking about, those like boo-did-it, 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 like that happening in here was really neat to me because they were using an F sharp sus, and all that sus means is suspended, and all that means is it's basically taking one note out of the chord, changing it, and making it unresolved. So if you're talking about like an F sharp, you would be going, that's an F sharp, right? It sounds very happy, and it's like cool, but if you want to suspend that on a 4 like this chord is, that arpeggio, that's that. You move the note from the A sharp to the B. So that's not all that's happening here. That's actually the second collection of notes here. I'm actually going to move up a little bit on the piano to play this next part so it sounds a little closer to what the actual song had. But basically what I'm doing here is going in a different collection of the same exact notes on the keyboard and playing them in a different pattern. And that's what they're doing. They're transferring between those two in that motion. So the first one is, which sounds so bright and uplifting, right? Like it's the same notes, just played starting on that B and then using the C sharp and then the F sharp. So you just, beautiful, right? And then for the next section, you're starting at the F sharp. So it's like, you're starting right here, and then you do the normal F sharp suspended 4, which is, so it's going, and that's like, it's repeating 3 or 4 times and then bouncing up. What's cool about that is it's keeping things open and sustained just like a sus chord should be, while also keeping the exact same notes in place and keeping movement in the song. It's basically urging you up and lifting the whole song forward and pulling it along into the next section of music. It's a great little bit of accent to throw underneath there in order to keep the song alive and things keeping fresh, and it's just really smart, honestly. Like, you using a suspended chord which keeps that tension high, but also borrows a note that can then be changed into a major chord to like lift you up further into the chorus is just brilliant, and one of the reasons why this is so difficult to write songs in this sort of a relationship with these chords and keys is because you don't often have something that nice to use. Like this, personally, that collection is one of my favorite lifts in like all of music. It's just so pretty. The alternate to it, which is technically the normal way to do it, is also cool, but it doesn't sound nearly as uplifting as starting at that suspended note there. So it's just such a good idea, and they did a great job at this whole thing. I've been going off way too long about this on music theory stuff. I don't know if I have much more to say, really. I've just been kind of focused on that concept as a whole. Everything else about the song was also fine, don't get me wrong, but I've just been so focused on how brilliant the piano work is here. I could go into more of the chords and why some of them are cool, but basically it's what I said earlier. They're utilizing these chord structures in order to borrow ideas from the key next to it, and are utilizing those to kind of make things a little bit more funky and keep a really solid root underneath the rest of the song that allows for this huge open world in front of you, and they're making use of that to the fullest extent of music theory, and it's just so good. I'm nerding out a little bit. It's a perfect backing to a song that lyrically was pretty much all positive. It was very looking forward. It's very optimistic. Lyrically, it was just exactly what the music was doing. It was like, hey, we're not really gonna settle yet. We're not done yet. We have to keep moving on and building things. We're not finished, you know? The entire song felt like that, and the lyrics were very much reflective in that, like, hey, we've got so much more to do yet, we can't let things knock us down now. That's exactly what they were doing. It's a perfect relationship here, and why I'm struggling to think of more things to say, because when you have such a perfect combination of the tone in the music and the tone of the lyrics, what else am I supposed to say? The vocalist was fantastic, the beat was really fun. I love that one spot in there where they did it multiple times, but where they paused it before kicking back in, just allowing a little bit of room, kind of relieving, but also adding a smidge of tension there. Like you're wondering where the beat went for a split second, but it comes right back and it resolves that in your mind, so that tension that exists for that split second is kind of just acting as a stopgap for all of the emotion they're about to release into the next section. So it's a really, really good song. This one's really good. I've gotten more into the music theory on this one than I ever thought I would, and that's a really good sign because I don't often get this into it recently, but when I do get excited, you know it's a great song. So there's what I've got to say about this one. Thank you all so very much for watching and requesting this one. I hope that there's more that get me this excited in the future. I know that we probably will, but it's just, you never know, you know? Like some songs are great, and sometimes I just don't have the brain power to think of all the stuff to say. This time it pulled me through. I wasn't sure I was going to have the energy to do all that, but I couldn't. I had to let the music speak for itself and just kind of translate what it was trying to say to all of you willing to listen. So if you have anything else you want me to get to from NIKKE, by all means, please let me know down in the comments below, and I will do my best as always. Or if you don't want to do any of that and you just want to follow me and support me for more stuff coming in the future, you know how to do all that, and I will see all of you in the next video. Goodbye!